Welcome everyone to the February 21st, 2019 meeting of the Blount County Beer Board. We'll now listen to the emergency evacuation procedures.
Before we get started, let me read the emergency evacuation procedures. In the event of an emergency evacuation, an alarm will sound. Everyone should exit the building by way of the nearest stairwell in a safe and effective manner. If the nearest stairwell is blocked by smoke, use the other stairwell. Do not use the elevator. Once you've reached the main floor, follow the exit signs to exit the building and quickly proceed away from the building. Please be mindful of others evacuating and of emergency vehicles.
Board members, Board members, register your presence. Madam Clerk, have you taken the roll?
Mr. Chairman, you have 8 members present and 1 absent.
At this time, I'll stand for a motion to set the agenda.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner French, and the second by Commissioner Lawhorn. Thank you.
You need to vote.
At this time, if you'll register your vote.
Mr. Chairman, you have 8 yes votes.
Okay. We'll now move to item B, approval of the minutes of the November 15th, 2018 minutes. I'll stand for a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner French. Commissioner Carver. We'll take that to a vote.
Mr. Chairman, there are 8 yes votes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We'll now move to item C, public input on the agenda. Does anyone wish to speak to items on the agenda? Seeing no one, we'll move on. Move to item D. This is the first reading regarding a request for an on-premises beer permit application of Blackberry Farm LLC for Blackberry Mountain, located at 121 Mountain Lodge Road, Wallen, Tennessee, 37886. I'll now entertain a motion to set the public hearing for Tuesday, March 21st at 6 p.m.
It's Thursday. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, it's supposed to be Thursday, March 21st.
okay, I apologize. There was a correction. That would be a motion to set the public hearing for Thursday, March 21st at 6.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Carver, and seconded by Commissioner French. Please register your vote. Yes, go ahead, Commissioner McCulley.
On the application, on line 9, they have one name for this business, and on page 6, they have a different name. So which name they are requesting for the application?
Is there someone from Blackberry that can
I can
speak to that, attest to that?
I can answer if I need.
Okay, Madam Clerk.
When they made the application, they decided to change the name, and so we made the corrections on the application per Blackberry. So there may have been one spot on that application that the name did not get changed. What page was that on, Mr. McCulley?
You're talking about line 9, which a change is made. I'm talking about on also 9, also page 6, top of page 6. Name of the business is different from line 9.
Are you talking about the certification of compliance that's signed by a
Yes, I
building
am.
commissioner?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. I'm not sure if Mr. Lloyd would need to change that before you all act upon that. I'm only speaking on the part of the beer application that was taken in my office.
So we don't know which measurements they used. Was it for the business 9 or the one on page 6?
On page 1 of the beer permit application, they changed from Blackberry Farm doing business as Three Sisters to Blackberry Mountain.
I see that. That's not the question.
Okay, then I'm not representing Blackberry Farms, and I can't go any further than what I'm telling you.
So I don't think we need to be setting a hearing on this until this is clarified.
Are you making a motion?
I make a motion that be postponed until we have page 10
Clear.
have the same name, so we know it's, when they measure the distance, which one we're talking about.
Okay, so the motion on the floor is to postpone this to clarify the name and the actual location of the building getting the beer permit.
Yes.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Hood seconds. Okay.
Any other questions?
Is there any other questions? Commissioner Carter?
No. I'm just looking at the location, it's in the same address location, although there is a name that's been marked out, but it does specify the location of the permit is.
What page is it on?
I'm looking at, let's see, number 10 on page 2, and then down at the bottom, page 6, it says geographic location, which gives the same address.
I've got a question too.
So to clarify, Commissioner McCauley, is your question about the name that the beer permit is going in or the geographical location that is actually being used for the permit? Okay,
The application should only have one name on the application.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes. So
I am too.
if I understand it right, it's saying, under what name will this business operate? Blackberry Mountain. And then we look down at the bottom again on 6, and it's the name of the business is Blackberry Farm, DNR, Three Sisters Restaurant. So, I'm not sure if the business name and then what they're saying on the restaurant. Or Blackberry Mountain, so. All right, I don't know.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I understand the application, it is going to be issued in the name of Blackberry Farm, am I correct? I understand the application.
Yes. Blackberry Farm LLC doing.
It will be issued under Blackberry Farm LLC. That's my understanding, full name of the applicant in number 1 on page 1. It's going to be issued in the name of Blackberry Farm. So if we go to, I think, Commissioner McCulley's question on page 6, it says the name of the business is going to be Blackberry Farm, but it's going to be DBA as Three Sisters Restaurant.
Right.
So that
Well,
I would say that it's going to be issued in the name of Blackberry Farm, and they're going to be doing business under Blackberry Farm, but DBA as Three Sisters, the way I understand it. Is that they're going to be doing business as Blackberry Mountain?
well, it
Yeah,
plainly says
okay.
under what name will the business operate? Blackberry Mountain, but
Correct.
But the license is going to be issued under Blackberry Farm. So,
DBA Blackberry
Full
Mountain.
application of the, yeah.
so it says that in both places. I'm just trying to see if and there's no one here legally that can answer that question. I'm assuming. Our county attorney's not here, so. I'll have to agree with Mr. McCulley. It's confusing. So even though it's under the same name, there's two different. Is Three Sisters the same building as Blackberry
Mountain.
Mountain? Are they the same building? Because the survey goes from corner to corner, and I'm not sure which building we're talking about. So I'm thinking we need to send it back for clarification and set the instead of setting the public hearing for Thursday the 21st, we need to amend that and set the first reading so we can get this clarified.
I agree.
Uh,
I agree. So at this,
If I can amend that motion to set the first hearing for Thursday, December 21st, and then we'll have to move on from there.
okay, got a motion to set the first reading instead of the public hearing for Thursday, March 21st.
I have to make that motion. I'll withdraw.
Okay.
I think Rick made the motion
The motion to what?
to set the public hearing, asking if he
Okay.
would withdraw his motion. I'll withdraw my second.
Okay. Commissioner Carver, were you the motion maker to set the public hearing?
Yes.
Okay, you wish to withdraw that?
To get clarification, yes.
Okay,
And I'll withdraw my second, Mr. Chairman. And in place of it, I will make the motion to set the first reading for that particular date and time.
okay.
You'll need a second.
Okay, thank you, commissioners. So we've got the motion to set the first reading once again after we get the clarification for Thursday, March 21st at 6 p.m. That will not be the public hearing. The public hearing will be set at that time. So we've got the motion. Do we have a second? Okay, thank you, Mr. Commissioner McCauley. So, on Thursday, March 21st at 6 p.m., we will have a first reading. We'll try it again after the clarification, and if nobody has anything else, I'll call for an motion to adjourn.
You need to vote that,
No, you
vote for
gotta
that.
vote on that.
Need to vote on that motion.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now we need to vote on setting the first reading. Madam Clerk?
How do you vote?
Already did.
Okay. There are 7 yes votes.
Okay, thank you. All right. If there's not any other discussion or questions, we'll make a movement to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner French. I have a second. Second, Commissioner Lawhorn. This meeting's adjourned.